Hello there, Gemini. My name's Frankie, and I'm coming to you from spirits-healing-readings.com. I'm a clairvoyant, clairaudient medium, and an empath, and this reading is for Gemini for June of 2016. And what I've done for you is I've pulled 4 cards, and I'm going to use the bottom card on the deck for our overall view of the month, and we'll pull an angel card at the end. And it looks to me as if you got a really interesting month here, as long as we're prepared. Because I'm an empath, when I say I mean everyone out there. Every Gemini is now Frankie. So if this reading doesn't resonate, I keep forgetting to say that. If it doesn't resonate with you, be sure and look at your moon sign and your rising sign. And before I start, I'm going to say happy birthday, Gemini, because this is your happy birthday, right? And I've looked up the astrology, what house it'll be in for you. I'm not an astrologer, but it's going, for those of you that are interested in astrology, it's going to be in your first house. And that actually has to do with like new projects, changes, the way you cope with things that aggravate you, leadership, drive, your appearance. It's your ascendant house, like how other people see you and how you want other people to see you also. And also, I believe it's like caring about how you look too, because it's really kind of focused on everything to do with like my outside personality. Now, before I started, I keep hearing the word grace repeatedly, and to me that means stepping in the flow of the source energy or whatever. And I hear the words release, and I was hearing like heads up, pay attention, this is a new adventure, you know, like let's get moving because we got some really interesting things going on here. The first card for the overall view here is the 8 of Swords. I don't know if I got that glare off of there for you, but the 8 of Swords, I always think when I look at this, just shake that off and step backwards for a minute and you'll be out of those swords that are around you. But the 8 of Swords is kind of like the 2 of Swords when I touch it or think about it. The 2 of Swords is where I have to make a decision, right? But I know I have to make the decision, but I'm kind of like in denial about the decision. When you have the 8 of Swords, it's like there's decisions I have to make, but I'm fully conscious that I have to make those choices. In this case, it is paying attention to what's going on around me, because the 8 is in reverse, right? And this can be something that I'm not fully looking at, but I really need to look at it and pay attention, because we have 2 other cards here that support this, right? And this card in reverse means like, well, it can be like something that is not going right in my life can get worse, like really faster. So because we don't want these things to get worse faster, well, you know, like let's say even a project or something like financially, or let's say I'm gonna go get into school and my application didn't get accepted. We're going to want to make sure that we are taking care of every detail that's around these circumstances, so we are totally prepared, you know, to take hold of any problems that come at us, you know, and be ready for those, because the next card is telling me that we're not quite wanting to really pay attention to what's happening. And it's the Page of Pentacles. And I probably can't get that glare off of there. But the Page of Pentacles upright is like, to me, it would be like a really good news. Somebody bringing news of financial nature, good news to me about money affairs. This page is like a messenger about that, right? And it's someone that's very focused. So if it's on my education, like they were saying, like I'm going to go into school and my application gets denied, or what I am doing, you know, like around all of this, this page is focused on money and really how to earn it, how to use it, that kind of thing. In this case, though, the page is in reverse, right? So that means I am really should be paying attention to what's going on around me financially, like being prepared in case, because they're doing that like little unexpected type of quirks and things like that, you know, and all life is an adventure, but there's certain adventures, if we can delay them, we don't want it. And this page in reverse is like being lackadaisical about what's going on around me. Or, you know, he's reversed. Okay, it can be someone or something or a situation that's around me that I really don't want to work at, because I keep hearing release. So release is, you know, get rid of this, pay attention to it, clean it up, you know, and move on, because this is what we have to do right now. Move on, take care of any problems, make our decisions based on fact, you know. And being as we have this in reverse, we know, right, that there are decisions, but we want to make the right ones for our own selves, because we have 2 cups or 2 pentacle cards here, and the next one is the 10 of Pentacles. And every time I touch this card, I always think, woohoo, bucks coming in, right? But in this case, the Spirit's telling us, be prepared, right? This is upside down, and therefore it can be like unexpected surprise message, like, whoops, there's an extra bill, or there's something I didn't expect it, something's going on in my finances I really don't have a full handle on, but they said grace. So I know there's options, opportunities, or ways for me to put this card right side up, which is the Woohoo Bucks card, right? There's a lot of implications in this 10 of Pentacles. You know, these people look extremely happy. They look very well off, like influential, or pretty much, you know, secure in the way things are going on around them. But so we want to keep this right side up to make sure we're prepared for anything that's coming our way. Do we have a backup plan? If it's a career thing, how are we, because this is first house issues, how are we presenting ourselves? You know, we don't want to show egotism, being selfish, anything like that. We just want that right presentation and that capacity to step in, make the right choices, you know, and step into that flow of grace. And, you know, with this Page of Pentacles here too, it can also mean that there's someone or something around me that they just don't want to work at it, or because it can be, you know, a younger person also that just is like, hand me the money or give me whatever it is I want, you know, and I don't have to work at it. All of us have met people like that in our lives, I'm sure. I know I have. Kind of interesting. But we want this 10. We don't want to step into situations with this 9 here, right, that we are totally blind to. So if we know that these things have been happening and are going forward, we want to be very goal-oriented this month. Very goal-oriented, very financially oriented, or whatever it is. If it's school, you know, make an application to new job, new position, whatever it is, we really want to step forward for that adventure and not leave anything, you know, to chance or anything that's going to hold us back in any way. So, because we have 2 wonderful cards here. The next 2 cards out of the 4 that I pulled feel as if they are going to help us, totally help us straighten up this situation. So we have a King of Cups here, and when I touch this card, I always think, because there's no battle gear on him, right? And he's like, kind of like not fancy dressed, like most of the kings are, or has his armor on. I've heard people call him the father card of the deck, so it may be, you know, that I'm presenting as this father card of the deck. But whatever this King of Cups means to us, if it's a situation, it is a good situation that we can trust and move forward with, and it's the right situation for us. So this King of Cups, if it's a person in our life, it can be male or female, because this is a general reading. If it's a person in our life, this is the person to go to for the advice that we might need, or how to rectify the situation or the matter that's going on in our life right now, so that it doesn't get worse and that we're handling it appropriately. Because this is loyal, honest, trustworthy person, or loyal, honest, trustworthy situation, you know, that I'm moving forward into. Because the next card is the Ace of Cups, and it's right side up also, and that can be like a totally new enterprise. And this particular card, you know, and they were saying grace, so if it's like, if you were thinking Christian orientation, it would be the Holy Spirit coming down, so that bringing together of heaven and earth, spiritual and physical flow in my life, like bringing that which is in spirit, creative idea, or if it's like, let's say a love situation, right, where I'm bringing 2 together in a different way. So creative project wise, I'm going to move forward because this hand is coming out of the clouds, like out of spirit, and this is a manifestation that I'm bringing forward if I put these other cards right side up and keep, you know, on the ball, and I'm moving, you know, forward to this new adventure, and I'm staying in that flow of grace. So if there's any choices or decisions I want to make sure any situations in my life don't get worse, because I've seen them, because they keep saying, I have seen it. Now, kind of like, how do I rectify it and move forward with it and do it in a better way? Because if this King of Cups is a person, you know, it's a person that is trustworthy, helpful, honest, can give us the right advice. If he's a situation or a creative endeavor, it is the right endeavor, right? And the right time to do it. So what I'm going to do here is, release whatever doesn't serve me, have compassion for myself, take care of any pending matters, because we do have this Ten of Pentacles here in reverse. So tax issues, that could mean when it's in reverse, tax stuff, liability things, insurance matters, legal paperwork also, and it's in reverse, or what were they talking about, school things, like if I'm going to get, my thing isn't going through to the school I want, do I have a backup plan, right, in order for me to rectify all of these things ahead of time and bring forward this beautiful, honest, trustworthy situation with the King of Cups, right? And cups are emotion and keeping that balance of emotion. And so because we need a balance of emotion, they're saying, what the vexation, like handle things that kind of like screw me up, or those little trivial things that keep popping up in my life, and that bring it forward into this new beginning, because being as it's in the first house, I want to have compassion for myself also, right? Because of this is the way I want people to see me. So I'm going to have to stay in total balance for the month, use my authority wisely, promote myself, my interests, my goals, make sure if there's any situations around me that are not so great because I'm getting ready for a new creative endeavor, or a new that Ace of Cups can even mean like maybe there's a new child coming in and I want to make sure that my finances are up to par, or I'm trying to go to school and there's another creative thing that I'm doing in between here, right, that I want to bring forward. I want to do it right, and I want to make it a great adventure, and I want to step into the flow. So what they're saying is, forgive myself if I didn't pay attention to something, rectify it right away, right, before it gets worse or out of hand, and put that Ten of Pentacles right side up, and release that backwards one, straighten up all the details, whatever's going on, forgive whatever I had to forgive that was, I'm not quite keeping up with, because maybe I had other things or issues on my mind. And with this Page of Pentacles, right, don't be lazy about it, just get on with it, is what they're saying. I think if we put all of these things together and we maintain balance, while we're dealing with issues that are aggravating for us, and we maintain stability within and stability without, because this is our presentation of ourselves, in the world for this month, and that's where a lot of the emphasis is, and new projects and changes, and this Ace of Cups is a new project. The King of Cups is a honest, trustworthy situation or person that I can obviously move forward with. Well, that's kind of interesting here. I pulled your angel card here, and the angel card is life purpose. Keep your eyes open. Geminis, we got to keep our eyes open this month. And the card says, oh, he just looks like a little, well, not quite, but he looks very enlightened, doesn't he? I was going to say a little Buddha belly, but we don't have the Buddha belly in there, but he looks like a really good sage thing that's going to show us the way and bring, good financial flow, the right school, the backup plan, all of that kind of stuff. Just keep on top of it. And it says, the card says, the purpose of your life is to serve in a way that brings great joy to yourself and to others. Don't worry about finding your purpose. Instead, focus upon serving a purpose. Then your purpose will serve you. That's quite an interesting idea, isn't it? And it's really actually the truth about the way the world works. They always say if you do a service and you do it well, the money comes because of it. It never works the opposite way. At least that's the way it works in my life here. Let's see what, and it's going to, because all of us Geminis are Frankie right now, so therefore it's going to work like that for all of us. And this says, let me go look up the alternate meanings, because the first time I pulled these cards, I believed that the angels were stacking the deck on me, kept pulling the same card over and over again. It says, this card comes as a reminder that you needn't struggle to find a life purpose. Don't worry about how to make good money in a meaningful career. Don't concern yourself with quitting or starting jobs or professions. Instead, follow the path of your natural desires, talents, passions, with the full intention of bringing joy to yourself and others. Your life purpose doesn't need to be defined or pinpointed. It's a process, not a category. And that comes right along with that, you know, cleaning up all the details, paying attention, keeping on top of things, so when this King of Cups situation and this Ace of Cups situation, when I'm presented with them, I am prepared to take them. That feels good to me. It's the additional meanings are: give all your worries about money or career to God and the angels. You're on the right path towards your life's purpose. Focus on one step at a time with respect to your life purpose, and release fears about the future to your angels. What you're doing right now is part of your life purpose. And what they're telling us through the cards is to make sure we're on top of things and we've made the right decisions, we've made the right choices, and we have all those loose ends tied up. We've protected ourselves. We have game plan number 2 just in case, but we're all ready for that King of Cups. We're all ready for that Ace of Cups, and we can step through, you know, and grab it when it comes, because those new projects and changes that are happening in our first house for the month just feel like really important. And this is our birthday, so what better time to celebrate by clearing the decks, cleaning up whatever's going on around us, you know, and getting ready for the party, right? Isn't that, we should have pulled the 3 of Cups since this is your birthday. We could have all been out celebrating together. But Gemini, thank you for all of this time that you spend with me each and every month, and I love your comments. They just, some of them just crack me up. I'm having a really good time, but I'm behind myself on answering you. So eventually, if you get a note from me and you think, who is that? You'll know. I'm just so late and behind myself. Eventually, I will catch up to you. But if you want to know more about me, you could go to the website, spirits-healing-readings.com. I think all the information is down below this video. Or if you want to schedule an appointment with me, just go to the website. All the information is there. And thank you so much for your likes and your shares and your subscribes. I really, really appreciate it. And I will see you next month. And hopefully it will never be like May again, where I couldn't even post the videos. And we're thinking we finally got the sound partially fixed. So, or totally fixed, I hope. But thank you, and I'll see you in July. Bye-bye.